My name is Sharon. I'm a Christian Science Chaplain in the state prisons and jails, and I have had many wonderful opportunities to share this message of the Christ truth with the receptive thought, both with men and women. One week, a woman started attending our Christian Science church services. She took a Bible and a copy of Science and Health, as well as some articles on Christian Science from the JSH online. She would come every week, and I would talk with her, and she'd often ask me to come and visit with her on a one-on-one. One week, after doing quite a few church services, it was kind of late, when I was leaving around 7:30 at night, I just felt that I needed to go and talk with her. And so I went down to her module and was told that she had just collapsed and had been taken to the medical facility there at the institution. As I was walking to the medical facility, I was listening for the truth that God good is the only power, the only presence. When I arrived at the medical facility, she was lying on a gurney outside the medical office. I walked into the medical office and I asked if I might speak to this woman. She was somewhat delirious and seemed to be in severe pain. They said that would be fine. And so I went out and I started talking with her. I asked her if she'd like for me to read from the Bible and Science and Health, and she said yes. So I started reading to her some passages that I thought would comfort her. Shortly thereafter, the head nurse came out and said they were moving her to a room where she could be observed. I asked her before she left if she would like for me to pray for her, and she said yes. So on the way home, I began to acknowledge this truth that God made man in his own image, in the image and likeness of God, all good. The next morning, I drove back over to the facility and went to the medical station and was told that she had been returned to her module fully, completely well. I was just so grateful. When I got to her module, she came out smiling, happy, and rejoicing in this healing. And she says, I want to know how this truth heals. And so I shared with her this experience. I said, if you have a car that runs on gasoline, you can only put gasoline in it. I said, and even if you have a full tank of gasoline, unless you activate it, the car won't run. And so with us, I said, we're the image and likeness of God. We can only pour in good. We don't run on anything else but good. And I said, and then we have to activate it. We have to acknowledge this truth that God good is the only power and that we're the image and likeness of God. And it's that truth, Christ Jesus said, sets us free. Shortly thereafter, I went to see her again. She had been released. So I was so grateful that she had a clear sense of how Christian Science heals and that she knew that she could activate this truth.